Reabuela era el chavo. Me están llamando. ¿Cómo sabes? Bueno, ese es mi amigo. Well. I thought I was never gonna post videos again, but yesterday I decided that I was wrong, because honestly, I don't know what I'm doing, or what I will do, but I do know that I am not afraid of anything. You know, at this age I'm exploring all my options. I'm trying to do a lot of things at the same time, and probably that's my problem. I always end up here, in this chair, in front of my desk, either studying, working, or learning some skills I consider to be useful. But somehow I always end up here. It's way too late to do anything, and I think I will have to wait until tomorrow to do something. This happens every day. I know I'm not too lazy, but I also know that I can do much better than this. This is not how I want to spend the rest of my life. Studying, working, and waiting until something happens. I know I can change it, but I'm not really sure how. I always start my day going to classes. Thanks God these days I have virtual school. I can wake up later than usual. And as a normal day of classes, I don't know if we have homework or exams. I'm so lucky that I had a test I didn't even know it, and now I'm not prepared to take it. But we'll figure it out in the process, while doing the test. This became pretty normal. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
You're gonna be more responsible for your grades.
Of course, but they're not bad. That's the problem. I should be getting 0 every time, but somehow I always find a way to get the answers or the homework. After my classes, I had to go to my school for a moment. Kinda weird, right? I don't have classes in my school, but I go after my classes? Yes, I know. That's a beautiful living. Now, as I say, I'm going to my school. We have to take a career aptitude test, because I don't know who, but someone decided that 17 years old it's a pretty good age to decide what you're going to do with your life. Also, thank God, because I'm not suffering this alone. There's people suffering this with me, so that's nice. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should stay with your parents until you are 30, but I don't know why there's a big pressure of the major you're gonna choose at your current age. You have a whole life to see what you wanna do with your life. And as I said, somehow I always end up here. Today I could finish homework, but I'm trying to figure out what I wanna do with my life. I know it's a pretty young age, but while I'm here looking for answers, there's people my age that are millionaires, or people my age that have already decided what they wanna do with their lives. And I always wanted to be that guy, the one who knows what he's doing, but today I have no idea. I tried a lot of things during my life, and somehow I decided that I didn't like them.
Voy a sacar el que mejor se vea, digamos, en esa escena, porque no voy a repetir la escena 3 veces. O sea, de los 3, digamos, que acabamos de hacer, solo de los 3.
Solito tienen que ser los 3. Pero son 50. Pero tienen que ser 50 segundos de intro.
Claro, por eso se va a ver. Igual la vamos a hacer más
Los 3. Solamente van a ser 3 escenas. Esto, eso.
No van a ser 3. Esas son las de hoy, pero.
Puta.
Pero otro día vamos a hacer más.
Ya. ¿No va? Hay que hacer más.
Yup, that's me after I say that. I'll do more, but I also want to enjoy life. And sadly, this idea didn't work so well, but I had another one. So I started with this new idea. Yes, I was bold. Well, as I said, I started with this new idea. I've always liked debates and politics. I started to participate in these things called MUNs, or Model of the United Nations. Then I grabbed some people in my grade, and we started a debate club, teaching kids how to debate. I thought I was not ready to teach these complicated lessons to kids, but we did it, and it went great. We started to get called from some debate organizations from my country to improve our MUN and help others to improve theirs, and I started to give lessons about oratory or public speaking to people older than me. But I'm not sure if this is what I want to do with my life. There are a lot of other options, and I really would like to try them. As I say, I'm not afraid to try new things, and I think that's one of my greatest strengths, but it can also be one of my weaknesses. I mean, that's probably why I cannot find a thing I'll do for the rest of my life, because I don't know how to say no when someone comes to me with a plan, even if it's me. After trying to figure out what to do with the rest of my life and failing, I usually grab my phone and start scrolling through TikTok or looking through my gallery. Then I remember that the greatest part of everything I've done in my life has been the friends I've made and the memories I've created.
Competencia de gritos.
Nico,
Nico. Hasta ya me Nico, no lo hagas, Nico.
Today. Hey, Yavarutska, привет.
No. Stop. Okay. I'm going. No. Wait, go here. But, well, nobody builds an empire just with memory. That might also be part of my problem. I started thinking seriously about my future when I got a taste of what a wealthy life could look like. And that's probably why I cannot decide what to do together to achieve that life. Because what drives you to achieve all those things? I mean, what career you choose to get there? And someone would say, oh, it's just because of the money. Well, yes, but now, how do you make sure your dad can afford an expensive surgery? Or how do you give your mom the house she deserves? It's not just about the money, it's about what you can do with it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one going through these struggles, and if you're dealing with them too, remember that the goal of life is to be happy. I don't know if making a video will make me happy, but I don't lose anything by trying. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I think I'll see you soon. And remember, life is happy. Ciao.